What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. Now, we've got a lot that we're going to discuss in this video. First and foremost, we got to feed our face because we have 8. And I was like, no, wait. We got to feed the face because I've been up all day. Not really all day, but I said, oh, I got to eat. Because after working out, y'all, you have appetite. And I'm eating my favorite food. And that would be air fried chicken drumsticks, okay? Anything chicken, I'm eating. Anything chicken. All right, so make sure y'all share this live. We are here. Welcome to the people that's in here. I love you all. Just having a good day. But I didn't want to postpone it because I said, let me just eat on camera. You know you're busy when you have to eat on camera. You definitely have to. It's a lot. And I said, how about we just get on up, eat on camera, and be done. Lisa said, you need carrots. You are so right. So the next time I eat a meal on camera, I'm going to make sure I get the carrots. You understand? The next time I make sure I get the carrots. All right, this here, y'all head up to YouTube. I make sure to get the carrots. But I'm enjoying life. And losing 100 pounds has been amazing. Has been amazing. And losing, I eat after the show, but I've been tired. And I said, hold on. We're going to eat on camera and making some content. You got 100 pounds, baby. And then every day, we in the gym every day. No Ozempic. No Ozempic. But they kept on saying, Ozempic. I'm not, right? We don't have no Ozempic. We can't afford it. Now, we could afford it, then we would have did it. I don't have the money. So we in the gym every day. Hour a day, sometimes 2 hours. But that's what they put in the comment. So keep on. Just know it's working. Shout out to my personal trainer, Tevin. Okay. He been working his body out. He been working it out. He done it in the front. He been working his body out. And people are like, is he on those? No, baby, this is working out body. All right. Okay. Yeah, damn. And I love this air fryer because air fryer is the best. I have, and I said, let me go in my church closet. Let me go in my church closet and get some of my church clothes. So I went in there and got my shirt and my closet. I said, oh, because I'm going to be going back to church. Gonna be amazing. I got to praise the Lord. Gotta eat every day. All right, we're about to get this show. Already we got it started because we've been eating. What's up? Some of us, no, it's not for rich people. Some of my clients who are low income, even, yeah. They say zipping is not just for rich people. No, I'm saying I can't afford it. I didn't say it was just for rich people. I said I couldn't afford it. Woo! Whether it's for rich people or poor people, I couldn't afford it. For me, I couldn't do it. 300, 400 injections, I couldn't do it. And I couldn't do it at all. And that's how I said, nope, it's not even for me. All right. So welcome to the Wiley Show. Let's get into our first topic here. We got to get into it. Did y'all see Usher on last night? I believe Usher did one of the best halftime performances ever. Okay. I mean, Lil Jon. I believe they had Lil Jon. That's Lil Jon right there. Ludacris. They had Ludacris in the building. I mean, everybody showed up and showed out. I mean, he performed all his hits for the point of the stage. And then when he did the skates, incredible. People didn't know he could really perform with skates. I'm like, I saw that live in Vegas. He did an incredible job. He did brought a lot of his Vegas dancers with him because when I was in the audience, I seen him perform with those dancers. So good. And then her played that guitar like none other. And it was, it was so good. I'm a huge fan. When he took off that shirt, and when he started dancing to when he started, I call it the Marvin Gaye with the hips and him holding his hands up like Marvin Gaye. The best. It was good. And everybody was saying that it wasn't that great because of this person. Let's put her on the screen here. That because of this. Sierra. That's Sierra. Alicia Keys. I'm about to talk about Sierra, though. I ain't talking about Sierra. I'm talking about Alicia Keys, baby. They should have had Sierra on with them vocals where Alicia Keys was a mess. And let's talk about Alicia. So she got up there. The first note was a mess, then hit. And I was watching on the flash screen. And I said, oh my God, she did not hit that note right. My thing is, Alicia Keys have been in the business for over 20-some years. And she still don't know how to hit them notes. And she still got her voice. I just think she's lazy. Maybe she didn't do enough vocal training. Maybe she was drinking. Maybe she was smoking. I don't know. Or maybe she was nervous because those were the most people ever that was watching her. And it was just amazing. You know what I'm saying? And why did I have Sierra on my mind? I'm still thinking about her when she was performing in The Color Purple. So she's just still in my mind right now. But Alicia Keys, I like her playing the piano. Great. I just think that vocally, she's just not there. Ever since she slept with this woman's husband or ex-husband, and was creeping on him because she was a side piece with Switch Beats, her vocals just went downhill. When she was just literally by herself, with the cornrows, with the beads, fresh out, in the industry, she hit the notes really great. But now vocally, she's just not there anymore. vocally, she's just not there anymore when it comes to performing. But this picture that you all see shocked the world. Everybody was talking about Usher getting behind A Married Woman Back, but it creates conversation. I mean, they did it on purpose. Of course, he got pre-clearance from Switch Beats and from Sierra. I'm gonna say Sierra, get it back y'all bad. From Alicia Keys. I just don't understand why people is mad. But correction, I would love to see Sierra on stage because she's a massive performer. Chris Brown too. I would love to see Chris Brown. That's like a dream halftime performance to see Sierra and Chris Brown because it's just amazing. But Usher did good, and everybody was in my DM and they were saying, "Hey, I think Usher did less than Rihanna, but Rihanna did good." But it got more viewership for Usher. Let me tell you why. Usher is just in the algorithm, baby. Everybody is talking about Usher. Usher performed in Vegas. Usher's going on the world tour. Out of all the 90s artists, including Brandy, Usher is the only relevant in the mainstream. Usher is the only relevant artist ever. She's like the only relevant artist, I would say, right now, out of all the artists from the 90s, Usher is the most relevant. Like, let's be clear. Usher came out in the 90s. He was a kid. And out of all that class from Monica, Brandy, D'Angelo, Cisco, all of those artists, Usher definitely is still more relevant now than he was back in the day. And for him to come out when I was 4 years old and to still be just as relevant, that's just to tell you he have an amazing team. He came out around the time when Lil' Kim was out, and now he's more relevant than he was in the 90s. That's a testament of his team, his work ethic, and keep putting in the work, not giving up, not being lazy, learning how to rebrand himself through each generation, through each decade. Usher have stayed relevant. And now that he performed at the Super Bowl, that's like the highest peak of the highest performance you could ever do because you have over 85 million people tuned in to watch that. Probably close to 1 billion going to watch it on YouTube. You can't pay for that type of promotion. You won't be able to afford it. And now look at him. Now we are still talking about Usher. He's still trending around the world, and everybody is talking about Usher. From the producers, from Hollywood, everybody want a piece of Usher because he's red hot right now. With the outfit that Alicia got on, red hot. And everybody is saying, Usher put on an incredible performance. I personally believe that we need more Black artists to perform at the Super Bowl. But let's be clear, the NFL have always, did this ever since, Fox, in Living Color, when they did their live show, a live halftime show, and millions of people watch Fox. And ever since then, they signed Michael Jackson the following year. And that's how the halftime show started because they saw all of those Black eyeballs left the NFL and some of the white ones too, and went over there to In Living Color. And now they're doing a halftime show. Everybody has said, well, who should perform next? It's plenty of artists should perform next. But before we get into that, I think also we got to get into this. And also Jermaine Dupri was performing, and they say he looked a hot mess. I don't know who told him to put on them big old boots. Look like he got on tap dance boots, ugly shorts. It's just like the outfit itself was a hot mess. But everybody was talking about it. It went viral all over the internet. It just went viral, it just went viral. Now, when it comes back to Usher and Alicia, this is what I got to give it to him. When he embraced her, I knew that was going to go viral. I'm like, oh my God, because this is what you do. Ever since the whole Kiki serenading her, and everybody was talking about it. It was, oh my gosh, Kiki cheated on her man, baby daddy. And they got hit across the face with a washer and dryer. But it gave Usher all of this aggressive marketing and promotion. It's just, you couldn't wow. So him getting behind Alicia, it's just been amazing. I thought it was great because it had me talking in a group chat. I was watching it live on my station here. And first of all, I almost missed the halftime show because I was asleep. Man, when I tell you I got up, I was knocked out sleep. When I tell you I got up watching it and I was tired. So I had one on and went to sleep. And one of the moderators called me last night for the halftime. I was slowing on station here, went to sleep that quick. So Tasha calls me and she was like, you slow. I'm like, oh, okay. And I got up. I couldn't believe it. I was like talking, went to sleep. That's how tired I was. Because again, I'm working out in the gym. I'm up early. You know what I'm saying? I'm working his body. So it was a shock. And they said, right, well, it was amazing. It was more entertaining again. It was. And I wasn't even talking about finishing the game because I thought the Chiefs was going to lose. And so I'm like, oh, they got in the backseat, let's forget about it. Taylor Swift boyfriend lost. And then when I woke up the next morning, they actually won. And I was like, wait a minute. They won the Super Bowl? I thought they had it lost. And we was just doing a play-by-play. I'm like, okay. I really thought that they had it lost. I'm like, wait a minute. I really thought they had it lost. So, when I was talking to like people in Chicago, we didn't care because the Bears wasn't playing. And anytime any of our teams are playing, we don't care. Like, we would love to see the Bulls, win a championship, and then we'll be into basketball. We'll be into our team, but we don't care about them now. Like the Bears, we would love for them because back in the 80s, they was the hottest team ever, one of the greatest ever. They had the Super Bowl shuffle, and it actually got on the billboards, but they haven't been hot since the refrigerator. That was back in the 80s. So nobody care. Like, if your city not winning, you don't give a darn about it. I didn't really care, but best believe if it was the Bears, oh my gosh, I'd have been right there. I'd have been right there listening. I would have been right there on time watching and tuning in. But since it's not them, I didn't care. I just watched for the halftime. Anybody black, I'm going to tune in. And if they get Taylor Swift next year, I'm going to tune in because I'm a Swiftie. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Swiftie. I am a Swiftie. When I tell you Taylor Swift, I covered Taylor Swift. Did a video about Taylor Swift. Let me tell you the impact of Taylor Swift. I did that video months ago, maybe about a month ago. And I compared Taylor Swift and Beyonce about how Taylor Swift outsold Beyonce, outstreamed Beyonce. Did the video. I went on about my business. To this day, that video have jumped into viewership, comments. A lot of white people been in my DMs. It was crazy. And I didn't even know that she was this popular, right? For me covering it, because I'm black, clearly. And I was covering Taylor Swift. And I got rushed with people rushing to my YouTube channel just to watch that short, that TikTok, and that reel. I was like, oh my gosh. So, wow. So Taylor Swift, and then so I said, well, let me start listening to some Taylor Swift records. So some of the records I like. I'm not a bad person. Do I prefer Beyonce better? Do I feel like Beyonce is better? Yes. Do I feel like Beyonce is a better artist? Absolutely. But I think that because of Taylor Swift is mediocre and white, she can sell more. So we know this. Let's keep that all the way clear. But everybody was talking about Beyonce and still in the shine of Usher. Everybody was talking about that. They said she's still in the shine of Usher. Beyonce is still in the shine. So she announced that she's going to be coming out with a record with a new music and everything. This is supposed to be Act 2, I believe, and it's going to be country music. So she released a new song, and let's be clear, 2 songs. And I didn't like neither one of them. I thought it was boring. It wasn't. If I had to compare her country inspiration music compared to K. Michelle country music, I give it to K. Michelle. Her stuff was more entertaining. Beyonce, I just don't feel the Beyonce. I just didn't feel it. K. Michelle country stuff, I felt it. I've listened to, I'm a huge country person. I love it. I love the genre. feel like it started with black folks, period. Understand, Google your history. But Beyonce, those records wasn't for me. It was doo-doo to me, honestly. I listened to it more than once. I wasn't a fan of the music. But I felt like she stole the moment of Usher. I felt like she was pissed that she didn't win Album of the Year, and she's competing with Taylor Swift. And she came out and announced this during the night of Usher. She didn't give a damn. She used her connection with her husband. She made sure her hair was on, looking nice. And she announced it during a commercial. And then she dropped those records, and now it's like #1 on iTunes. So I knew Beyonce is a very strategic woman. I'll never forget it. She was performing the Star Spangled Banner, and I believe they said she lip synced. And I remember she called a press conference, and then she started singing the Star Spangled Banner live during the press conference. And then at the end of it, she said, "Any questions?" So she's very, 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 very entertaining, very, very, very strategic. I just don't think she's a great country artist. The last album she did, the Renaissance album, was trash. I felt like it was disgusting to have T.S. Madison on the show. Very disgusting, because why? She just disgusting towards black women. She dogs black women out like Michelle Etienne Brown and Kaya, just to name a few. And I felt like the album was trash. And now, and I gotta say this, and I don't want people to get upset with me when I say it, but Beyonce is very, when it came to that Renaissance album, I just wasn't into it. And I gotta say this carefully, Beyonce just wasn't for me in that album. And she had Big Frida, another scammer. He defrauded the government. And I stopped dealing with Big Frida when she started to take up for her cousin. He's a whole deleter. He deleted somebody, committed a crime, chased somebody down to delete them. And she got up calling out Louisiana and New Orleans and talking about how they so racist. But baby girl, your family is scammers. You defrauded the government, can't even get government assistance. And your cousin deleted this man. He chased that man down, and Beyonce worked with Big Frida. And I just felt like Big Frida is an overrated or one-trick pony. All she does is bounce, say the same thing over and over. Ain't nobody checking for bounce music. That era is over. She performed. All she do is just do a struggle twerk. All she got is a low-budget man that she take care of. He cheated on all in New Orleans. She everybody from the 3rd ward, 4th ward, 6th ward, 8th ward, every ward, that boyfriend going all the way through, and she just carrying, taking up for him. She ain't nothing but a upgraded Miss Netta, and she just taking care of her Charles. Only difference is she get her food from Grubhub. She get her food imported in from different parts of New Orleans because she got a little change. I just personally want to say that. But I just wasn't a fan of Beyonce music. I felt like it was garbage. It was trash. I felt that she was pandering to the gays to get the gays to run, and it was bad gay music. It was terrible gay music. I don't even like hearing the music. It was trash. It was only maybe one record I liked. And the record with T.S. Madison make me want to throw up. That's how disgusting the record was, because she's not pro-black. Anytime you degrade black women, you're not pro-black at all. So I just felt disgusted. I felt, constipated, and I felt like throwing up when I heard that record, because it just was a trash album, and it didn't deserve Album of the Year. It just did not deserve it. And so humbly, and I say this with love to my brother Jay-Z, I felt like he needs to have several seats, because you're saying Album of the Year. She don't deserve Album of the Year for that album. Now, do she deserve Album of the Year for other albums that she did come up with? 4, I believe, deserve Album of the Year. Dangerously in Love, the B-Day, etc. I believe those albums deserve Album of the Year. But this particular album that we talked didn't deserve it. It was garbage. And so he just needs to have several seats. Okay. That's what I say. He should just have several seats, in my humble opinion. Just have several seats, because I'm not therefore, and then I didn't even like, because she brought her daughter on stage, and her daughter needed some more practice, and she got the practice in and stuff like that. You want to use your daughter for a coin and a check. You want to be the new version of Joe Jackson. Go right ahead. Go right ahead and do it. Now I see they got the other little daughter, the twin. They got her on red carpet. She about to start selling baby dolls. So I get it. If y'all want to pimp your children out for a coin, that's you, okay? I get it. And just do what you got to do, because you seen Northwest. She was in a commercial with Kanye West, in a commercial. Go on and pimp your children out for a coin. I mean, Joe Jackson did it. The only difference is y'all ain't got no switch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't dirt poor, but at least y'all use y'all influence for your children. I ain't mad. Okay, if y'all want to be the next Jackson 5, y'all want to be the next Rockefellers, whatever you want to do, baby, for your children, do it. Okay, but it got to be good. If they can't perform, if they dancing stiff, I say they dancing stiff, child or not, you will be criticized, right? So you can't say, oh, leave the kids. Kids are off limits. If you put your kids on stage and they trash, they will get booed by me. Boo, get off the stage. And I will throw stuff on the stage. Get them off, okay? Because you're putting your children in the entertainment industry, and just because it's a child does not mean that I have to just say they're doing great, because you're setting that child up to be a brat as an adult, because they will think that everything is a yes, and that's not. You got to be great. And just because you're Beyonce's daughter doesn't mean that you're a great dancer. You could be stiff. And if you're stiff with love, I just say, girl, get off the stage, you stiff. But the beauty of Blue Ivy being Beyonce's daughter, she looked at the criticism and she started to work out the choreography, and she did a great job. So it's cool. I'm glad, because back to Usher in the Super Bowl, I'm glad because Usher did not bring this point up. He did not have his children on stage or whatever for a coin. It was just all about Usher. I think that was incredible. Because people love to bring it. Even Alicia, she brings her son up. He be playing the piano and everything like that. So there's nothing wrong with it. Because you got to make money. If I was successful and wealthy and in a business, I want my children to do it too. But I will get their permission. Say, hey, do you want to do it, Wiley Julia? Do you want to do it, Francesca Wiley? Do you want to do it? Okay. Do you want to do it, Wiley Julia? Do you want to do it, Marquita Wiley, Lavelle Wiley? Do you want to do it? So if they want to do it, then we will bring them on stage. But I will make sure I be hard on them, because I know how the business is, because father, daddy, been putting in the work. Because you got to work very hard in this industry. But it's easier for Blue Ivy and Northwest and any of these other entertainer children, because their parents laid a solid foundation that they can ride the coattails of their parents' name and legacy. All right? All right. How did y'all think Usher did, honestly? Honestly, how they did. I talked to some people, they said Prince did good. Only thing Prince did was played in the rain. He did not dance. I've never been a sorrow. I've never been to call you anything. I mean, that's all he did. Had on that wrap on his head. Looked like he need to go on, knock on some doors to be a Jehovah's Witness. Maybe he wouldn't have gone out there, took all them pills and croaked out in that elevator. But I personally felt like the Prince performance was trash. I didn't like it. All he did was play with a guitar. Thank God, no electricity. Did nobody get an electric shock? But I just didn't like that performance at all. I felt like Usher did an incredible job. But my favorite performance will always be Michael Jackson. It'll be my favorite performance. But when it comes to any of these other artists, Usher is up there. It would be Michael for me, then Usher. Honestly, it would be Michael for me, then Usher. Those would be the two people for me. But let's be clear, when Usher took off that shirt, for him to be 45 and don't have a big belly, he did. He did that. And I think the reason why Chris Brown don't have this moment is because he hit Rihanna across the head and swallowed up her face. Chris Brown messed up his legacy. Because of his anger and because of his down low tendencies, he messed it up. He messed up whatever he tried for himself, whatever he was going to get, he destroyed that. Yet, Chris Brown is still iconic but he would have been all the accolades that Usher is getting that was meant for Chris Brown. But he boo boo bow, boo boo bow, on Rihanna's face. He destroyed his standing in the industry. And also, he did a lot of other things that made it easier. But if he would have just kept his hands to himself and just left Rihanna and left her face without being battered like some pancakes, he would have still been considered the next king of pop. But he messed that up. Chris Brown's icon, he broke a record on Billboard. I'll give him that. But he won't get that next level on the NFL. He just won't get it. Because Chris Brown can never outgrow what he did to Rihanna. No, he can't. He cannot. Rihanna is so powerful. He cannot. No, he cannot. He cannot. And Chris Brown will never, just like Janet Jackson would never be on the halftime show. Janet Jackson will never do it. They will never request her because it will open up old wounds. It will open up old wounds. It will be great for Janet Jackson, but Janet Jackson is irrelevant now. I mean, she irrelevant. She talk low. Hey, it's the only time she was talking live on the mic. It's smoking in here. And then she went out and went on a lip sync. She knows she can't hit them notes like that. They had the volume up. She went on a lip sync. So, I'm just being real. So I don't think we're going to see a update of Janet Jackson doing like an update because she trash. And then she's older now. And I don't want to see nobody sweating up. That's one thing I can say about Usher. His mic was on. And Janet Jackson is a black version of Britney Spears. She is the queen of lip sync. She ain't going to sing live. Them days are over. Now she going on tour and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just saying, I would love to see Chris Brown do a halftime I would love it too, but unfortunately, he hit Rihanna with a frying pan with the knuckles, and he just ain't gonna get that position. I'm just being real with you guys. It would have been great, yes. Anybody, I would love it. Yeah, I would love to see Chris Brown with it. He's one of the most incredible artists. I we was in Vegas on last year. I think it was the year before last. We went to go see Usher, yes. And we also, it was the same night that Chris Brown was having a concert. So the lady at the job, she was like, that was, reading our tickets for the Usher concert. She's like, man, I wish I was working at the Usher. I wish I was at Chris Brown when Chris Brown is such incredible. And so many people say they wish they was at Chris Brown because Chris Brown is amazing. Like, I wish I was there because I never seen Chris Brown perform in person. I never seen it. But Chris Brown, I felt like it's definitely, he hurt his own image. It wasn't a white man. It was some black knuckles. It is what it is. He did it to himself. And he will always have that black cloud over him. It is what it is. It's sad, but because everybody kept mentioning his name. And yeah, I would love to see Brandy have her halftime moment. I feel like Brandy should have her moment. I really believe so. Okay. They say, I wish Britney Spears was in her right mind because she would tear a Super Bowl up to. Yeah, she would lip sync, but she ain't in her right mind. She be playing with weapons and dancing naked, putting chocolate on her body, playing with herself, picking her skin, taking her clothes off at the hotel. She's mentally not in the right space. And it's sad, but the industry destroyed her. I mean, when you come in an industry and you get all this weird stuff that's happened, I believe she also was violated in this industry. She just snapped, and she never, ever got back to that old Britney Spears. It never got back to that. And it's sad because now she nothing but bones because she don't hardly eat because the voice of the head tell her don't eat a sandwich that is poison. So it's disgusting that now at Britney Spears, and she's not in her 60s, I believe she's in her 40s, and she look a hot mess. She looked like a recovering drug addict. Honestly, like a recovering drug addict, but still on drugs. But it is what it is. That's what she looked like. And I just have to keep it all the way real. That's what she looked like. Okay? And I have to keep it all the way real. That's what she looked like. Okay? And I personally, I'm not gonna be real. Because when I saw, I was like, yeah, they said she looked like she don't even bake. That's what it's just like when you're mentally not there and you do all of this crazy stuff, it's crazy because you put yourself in this type of predicament. And that's why I got up and I was like, now wait a minute, Brittany. I personally, and I gotta say this about Brittany, because she would have been incredible on the halftime. She should have had a halftime on at her peak, she should have been on there. But because she just snapped, don't nobody want no cool lady on the stage that's gonna poop on the stage and eat it. Don't nobody want that at the halftime show. That's a family feel type of production. We don't want to see nobody twirling around with dookie stained panties and eating their doo-doo on stage. No. But let's get into the other stuff that was going on behind the stage. And you already know Kim Kardashian, Odell Beckham, baby, they all backstage. They taking pictures. They backstage because they screwing, right? And this ain't nothing but a strategic relationship to keep Kim in the press, to keep Odell in the press, because everybody thought the man was gay. This is nothing but an industry type of relationship. It is so off the cuff, industry type of relationship. Kim Kardashian didn't get that much publicity when she tried to be a white girl. And she tried to be all white, date all these white men. Now she's going to go back to dating black superstar. It's all strategic. She's going to get pregnant. It's all strategic. She been not in the press well. The lawyer stuff, getting black folks that wasn't sexy enough for her white audience, wasn't sexy enough for the black audience. They want drama. They want you with a man, all that type of stuff. So she need a new storyline. This ain't nothing for a new storyline for Keeping Up with Kardashians or the Kardashians on Hulu. This ain't nothing but a storyline. They don't fit together. The man still get played with other men, allegedly. He still paint his nail pink, allegedly. So let's be crystal clear. This ain't nothing but a strategic plan, all for a stunt. You could just tell it. Like, come on, come on, come on. Let's stop with the BS. It's a very odd couple because it's all strategic. It's all coming together. She was allegedly supposed to be. She is screwing, allegedly, that attorney, Van Jones. She screwed him, allegedly, because this is word on the street, that she gave him some of that yoni. He was helping her pass the bar exam, the baby bar. And they built a report, and I'm assuming from my sources that he ate her box, and they screwed. And they was going to come out with it. But unfortunately, Van was like, it's going to mess up his image with the black community. They're going to say I'm Uncle Tom. So they kept it on the law. He just wanted to screw. But, you know what I'm saying, he just wanted to screw because he didn't want to look like, allegedly, that he was like screwing his student and kind of groom her for the yoni, using that legal term and all that, because that turned her on, And so he screwed her. But anyway, because, she never could pass the baby bar because she was too busy riding Van Jones P. It is what it is. That's why she couldn't pass the baby bar. Now, the baby bar is when you take the bar. It's not like the real bar. You take the baby bar, and if you don't pass the baby bar, you won't pass the main bar. Okay, and so she had flunked and failed the baby bar. I think she probably passed the baby bar because she probably like, listen, we keep screwing, but before we do that, before we screw again, make sure we get it in again. And it looks like Van Jones can really get it in. I mean, he's been in the biz for a long time. And that tongue game, anytime that you know how to use the tongue, the tip of the tongue, you know how to do that tongue game. You know how to swerve around that yoni. It is what it is. It ain't that hard because Kim Kardashian just tied loops and stretched all out. It ain't hard. I'm just saying. So I'm just keeping it. She did fail over and over and over and over and over again. But I heard, did she pass? So now she going back to her old ways, opening up her legs up to these powerful men. And we already know Odell, but he's gonna cheat. He's gonna do it, man. It's okay, but it's all a strategic thing. When I'm gonna make money, I get into a strategic relationship. It's a good look. You know what I'm saying? To make me look good. Okay. All right. You heard that she passed? Okay. I heard that she passed. I heard that too. But we got to call a thing. I see y'all in this chat. What is y'all saying? Love Maria always. And we also pray for people that lost their loved ones and different ones. We are praying for you because it's rough out here in these streets. But when I can get back into the Super Bowl, because when I was watching the Super Bowl, it was a point that somebody dropped the ball and I dragged him. And then it was this white person on, I don't know, he was on the team and I guess he yelled at his coach and people was like dragging him and they was like, why, if that was a black coach, that would have never be like, how is he able to like drag his coach and all that? Like he was yelling at him. And I'm like, but white people, you gotta understand, White people can get away with that aggressiveness. White people can get away with yelling. Black people can't. I can't do that. Just run up on my body. But black people can do that. They said Taylor Swift boy. That was Taylor Swift boyfriend. What it is there. That's why he get a pass. They ain't gonna cancel him. Taylor Swift boyfriend is what it is. But I know he was white, so y'all white people look alike. They said red is your color. They said so that's Taylor Swift boyfriend, dude? Oh, okay, give him a pass. That's a Swiftie boyfriend. Give him a pass. He didn't do that wrong. But even so, he won the Super Bowl. He's screwing Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is bringing all of this publicity to the NFL, bringing them a youthful demographic. So go do that. Who cares? Man, at least they won. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. They was fighting in the elevator. So, and they didn't get canceled. So why should the man Taylor Swift boyfriend get canceled? Shout out to Hillary Clinton. Because I think Hillary Clinton is so messy. So Hillary, I love me some Hillary Clinton. That woman got up on the platform and said, shout out to Taylor Swift boyfriend for winning the Super Bowl. I said, you better go ahead, Taylor Swift. Okay, you better go ahead. But I'm going to give Taylor Swift boyfriend a pad number one. He's getting a young, and I like Taylor Swift. I would love to date a Taylor Swift, honestly. Because, black women, you got to do too much. Black women, they want you to have a certain lifetime. I'm tired of that. I'm dating white. Because they right. I'm dating me a nice little white woman. Give me a Taylor Swift. Anyway, okay, give me a nice Taylor Swift country singer. That's what I'm going to start. Because, black women, black women, y'all a little bit too much. Y'all got too many stipulations. But white women, they ain't got all the stipulations. They don't. As long as you got the money, they okay with it. And I'm okay. I'm fine with it too. And they'll open it up and do everything you wanted to do. Anyway. So, you do got some black women that are submissive. You just got to take them in their 6 kids, 6 baby days. I'm just going to say So I want man dating me a Taylor Swift. I want man at all. I'm just giving my humble opinion. I want man dating me a Taylor Swift at all. I feel like she's an iconic, beautiful woman, and she's more successful than Beyonce because she just stick in her lane. She's a mediocre person, and she stick in her mediocre lane. She don't try to do all the try to do country. She just stick what works. And even if she do try country and anything else, is she gonna sell? Is she gonna do pop? Because white folks just support better. I mean, it is what it is. Beyonce, I just think Beyonce does better as an R&B artist than her trying to do country. I don't see the country part. I just don't see it. I have to listen to it again. And I know this is going to sound bad, but I got to listen to it again because I'm not that caught up into it. I just not. And I know people are going to keep it together, but I'm just not that into it. They said white folks still outnumber us. Wiley wants to troll everyone today. I'll take a Blake Lively, Aubrey Plaza. I like it. He better get her a billionaire pregnant. Okay, so it is what it is. So, wait. So y'all say I shouldn't date a white woman? Okay, my father, he married a white woman. So what's the problem here? Honestly, what's the problem in my humble opinion? What's the problem of me dating a white woman? I don't understand that at all. But I like Taylor Swift. I like Kim Kardashian because she's successful. She got a bag. And having a white woman on my side, strategically speaking, this is why a lot of successful black men date white women. You just move better strategically in the business. It is what it is. Unless you got a smart, bad black woman that know the business, and she got to be lighter skin almost because she got the color, she got the complexion to get into the room lighter skin, not as the same complexion as me. That's just how society is set up. I personally believe Beyonce will be much further if she was a white woman and danced the way she would be much further, but because she got that brown skin, it's like a limitation of it. Honestly, that's what I believe. I think if Beyonce had Taylor Swift complexion, would be the greatest ever. But it's like a limitation of not that I'm with you. You okay, but you ain't all that. To black people, you all that in some. It is what it is. I'm just keeping my opinion. Someone said, "Shut up." Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I cannot do that, honey. You better watch up. Now we got to get into Mike Epps, and I love Mike Epps. I love Mr. Shannon Sharp. I love Club Shay Shay. But Mike Epps, to me, I just felt like he wanted to be in a conversation so bad. He feels left out. Nobody dragged Mike Epps. Nobody said he's stupid. Nobody said he robbed him. Nobody said he got in the head and then become the producer he pulled out. So I just think that this man really want to be in the conversation. So he just pulling up lies about Shannon Sharp. He really have a storyline because Shannon Sharp is just the hottest thing around, more hotter than Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey and Wendy Williams. This man is so iconic. Club Shay Shay is the new version of the Oprah effect. Meaning, you remember how Oprah was just that show? Millions of people that really wanted to get their message heard that would go to Oprah, or they would go to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to happy birthday to Arsenio Hall. Like that was the show for Black culture. But now I think Club Shay Shay is just that show. It's red hot. Just broke a record with the Cat Williams interview. So I just think Mike Epps just want to be in a conversation. He's trashing. He just want to be in the mix, man. He just want to be in the mix. He reminds me of me. When you felt left out, you just create a storyline, baby. You just put your name in there. And I ain't mad at it because it's working. Because Shannon Sharp was talking about him. He discussed him. And I don't know why people think because they don't say a person name that we not gonna know what they talk about. Can we stop that in 2000? And Shannon Sharp, I'm kind of looking at you, black, weak man, beta. You tell your guest to put an address on it that you don't chase lies. But you responded to Mike Evans as a lie. And then you don't want to say that man name. Say his name. We ain't stupid. Now you got all these people on your show. They spilling tea. But yet you can't say Mike Epps' name. Like, come on, we know Mike Epps doing that so he can sell tickets. Ain't nobody been checking for Mike Epps since he cheated on his wife. I think he left his wife, cheated on his wife, wanted to sue Tasha K. Ain't nobody checking for Mike. We stopped checking for Mike Epps when he did you don't know Day. What was the man name? What was that woman's name? That you don't know Baby D. You don't know Baby D. She know all the new snacks, all the sneakers. Oh, okay. You know, all right. We weren't checking for. We weren't checking for Day. That crazy bitch out there again. We weren't checking for him again. And that's when he was young, like a snack, you know. That's when he was really funny. Baby D. Yeah, he left. So I just, it is what it is, child. But we ain't been checking for since he got Mace. Okay, he is right there. Oh, she played the pimp. She played the player. That was my show, man. That was my movie show. So it is. But we want to be checking for this man since then. He was good in Survivor Remorse. I wouldn't pay $15. But this is what I gotta say. As a person that's a fan of comedy, a lot of people, y'all probably don't, I have to see him on stage, because when you see them on stage, especially when they're working out their material for like their special, it's dope. He probably good. I had talked to my homeboys. He said D.L. Hughley is amazing on stage. So I just felt like I need to go see these people on stage before I judge them, because I thought when the guy, shout out to Taj TV, he reached out to me about a couple of years ago. We went to go see Just Hilarious. He had two free tickets. He said he thought about me, and I went to pick him up. We went to go see Just Hilarious, front row seat. I said, man, I don't know. I don't like Just Hilarious. I don't think she's funny. But I just judged her. Never seen her on stage. I saw her on stage and I laughed. And then she started dogging me and Taj TV out, calling us gay, etc. So I just felt like, we should give that comedian a chance, watch them first, go to their stand-up set, and then say if they're funny or not. But just trying to judge them about what you've seen on YouTube, you got to go to their set. You got to go to their set. You got to go to see them do stand-up, period. But Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay, it is what it is. They say, yes, DL is hilarious. I say, no. See, that's what someone told me. He's hilarious on stage. That's true, because I seen Kim Winley one time. Oh my gosh, she is so funny. So you got to see people instead of just judging on a public persona. Yes, you got to give people a chance. So that's why I say, okay, give them a chance before we judge them. Okay, he said, you got to give him a chance, because if you don't give him a chance, then you misjudge them. But nevertheless, Mike Epps, I don't know. I never seen him on stage, but I believe Mike Epps, he want to be on that couch, baby. But you don't have no drama with nobody. You don't. I don't see you having a beef with nobody. The reason why Monique worked, baby, she had a beef with everybody. And it was entertaining. And Monique is very an effective communicator. Like the message that, whatever you agree or not, she's very sweet and very strategic, and she reads a lot, and she know how to break things down, and it's so well out, it's well thought. And it worked. It's just like with Cat Williams, it worked. Both of those interviews, it worked. That's why we're still talking about it. They said, why Mike talked so bad about his dark-skinned daughter. Again, I don't know. Again, I never watched his stuff. And if he did, it all depends on, I don't know. Because I never heard about it, so I can't even give a comment about that. I have to see it for myself. But if he did, maybe she was too. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't give a comment on that. They said Mike Epps always play things safe because he still want the roles. Yeah, now I agree with Steve Harvey when he said that if you're trying to work in Hollywood and be successful in Hollywood, you can't do stand-up simultaneously. Did I say that right? Simultaneously? I believe I did, yeah. So when you're trying to do shows and stand-up, you can't, because if you say something controversial, they're going to kick you off the air, etc. So once you're done with all that, it's best to just do shows. You can't do it together because it's difficult, especially if you on if you on a network like ABC, CBS, and all of that. So I'm just going to keep it all the way real. But nevertheless, it is what it, because like when you go and you watch Fox Soul and you sit there and watch Fox Soul, this is why when you go on there, that's almost like you're on a broadcast television show, right? The way that the comments are coming up. You can't be as gutter snap like I'm on YouTube. First of all, the reason why I won't be as gutter snap, ghetto ratchet, is because it's structure. Already the producer telling me what we're talking about, and I deliver. But I'm still gonna be me, but it's a more structured me. Over here, it's off the cuff, this was on mine, blah, blah, blah. But when you go and sit on Fox Soul in front of Claudia and Al, you on that show and it's drama. You on that show and literally it's topics. And so you got to understand sometimes the topics is heavy and you got to know how to deliver it. You got to be a multi-task. You got to be quick on your feet. And you got two other people that is on the side of you, right? And so you got to know how to do it. When it comes to that, you got to know how to do it and everything. That's why I'm in the chat right now, showing love and being here in the chat. Like they dropping the lipstick stand, and I'm in the chat. I'm about to drop my hashtag. They dropping some lipstick. Why I can't drop my hashtag up in here? It is what it is. Okay. All right. Because they got T.S. Madison on the show, and she's showing off her Emmy and everything like that. They might as well let her be over there. She catered towards the men, she catered towards the women. She's both personalities in one anyway. It's a 2-to-1 special. It's almost like you getting two different type of donuts and jerk chicken. Okay, it look like a beef jerky. It's like you getting a beef jerky and 2 donuts in one. It is what if you're getting beef jerky and 2 donuts. It's like a package deal that you're getting. So I see that it's going on. And they needed it to be like a little light, fun, and everything. And I like Claudia. I feel like she got a good outfit. Al is not really that much of Al at all. They're trying to deflect with the Armand Wiggins situation because Armand Wiggins definitely embarrassed himself. He made himself look bad. He did. Embarrass himself. Now he's trying to do a video, show up with a screen. You could have did all of that. You spent all that money in that studio and still clicking on that mice and still clicking on the video and still, baby, you could have did that at home. You spending all that money. Where your production? Where the team of people at? You just wasted money just to get an office space. It was stupid. Then you went over there and you embarrassed yourself. It was boring. You embarrass yourself. Wow. You really embarrass yourself. It is what it is. You know you embarrass yourself. You got up on that show and just embarrass yourself. Made Claudia cry. Made her cry. Oh, she broke down in tears. I cried and you cried. Okay. I'm only human. I'm only human. And I'm only human. Yes, you made that woman cry. And then she had to come out and make a statement. I'm like, now, wait a minute. Made that woman sit there and cry with them tears. Baby, that Karen came out of Claudia. Baby, that Karen. See, Karen is deep down in Claudia. And she can turn it on and turn it off. Baby, that Karen came. And baby, them Karen tears, she did that. Okay? Okay? Uh-huh. Right. Now, okay. All right. They said I missed that he built a whole studio with gray walls and now going live and clicking the keyboard anyway. That's what I don't understand. You literally went to get up on there. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay? All right. I'm going to tell you right there. But he did all that to have the same thing. I just think he did that to compete with Jason Lee. I think he did that to compete with Jason Lee. I really believe so. When you're doing that to compete with Jason Lee, it ain't gonna be authentic. He wasted all that money. Where the gas? Of course, they brought T.S. Madison. She's safe. She know how to business. She know how to be the basement prostitute, and she know how to be a bougie white woman on Fox Soul. She ain't gonna bring the leaky pipes, mama with the Bible, greasy chicken wings, an African without a green card. She not gonna bring that personality on Fox Soul. She gonna dress like a white woman and be professional. She gonna start bragging about her Hollywood accolades. But when she go in that basement, she gonna be talking about cockeyed demons, drinking, touching on people violently, touching on them violently. And mama gonna be bumping into chairs, burning up the chicken. So she don't know which point to bring. It is what it is. And I'm just gonna keep it all the way real. Okay? Okay? I gotta keep it real. They say should be working on something that have a turn of. I think they are trying out different guests on for a wiki. Yeah, it. But my thing is, honestly, everybody just got to be themselves, and I also feel like you got to be versatile. You got to be versatile. If you're just a one-trick pony, that's not the show for you. Because this show talk about political stuff, international stuff, pop culture. They just talk about real life issues. If you know you don't do that on your channel because you can't, that's not your interest, don't sign up for Fox Soul. I'm just gonna keep it all the way real. So if you know if you're just one trick pony, then baby, this ain't for you. You just a one-trick pony. So when I got on there and I had this conversation with my producers, I said, listen, this is why we talk about so many topics. We just had a conversation with a Pan-African, okay? A Pan-African. We also had an Ottoman on the show about a day or two ago. Then we had an activist on the show. So, and then we're talking about pop culture. So you got to know how to have those type of conversations when you want to be in those type of spaces. But unfortunately, they don't do it. Like, and the reason why they booked T.S. Madison again, because they were trying to cater towards Beyonce, because T.S. Madison have a connection with Beyonce. She did a record with Beyonce. She got an Emmy and she got a Grammy. Okay? So I understand. I get it, because T.S. Madison she do music, she acts, she a streetwalker, adult entertainer, etc. So she know how to be corporate, and she also know how to walk the streets physically. So I just feel like we got to understand both entities in both areas. You got to understand how to move and shake in these type of industry. But unfortunately, a lot of folks don't know how to do that. Even when you look at Jason Lee, the man know how to be messy, but also when I look at his political stuff, he's a whole nother vibe. Okay? Let's be clear. They said, so T.S. Madison, he got no, she don't have an Oscar. She don't have an Oscar. She have a Grammy, an Emmy. No, she don't have an Oscar yet. Yeah, she don't have an Oscar. I think I have a Grammy, Oscar, and Emmy. Let me know if I said that right. Okay. And you can, I just want to say this as a current host of a show. Yes, you have to know how to be versatile. Absolutely, Cadero D. Brown. We go all the way back. You have to be versatile in different type of shows. You have to. And that's how I like watch your show. And when I got on the phone with someone, you got to know how to do it. And if you don't talk about politics, don't bring a politician. If you know you're not into ballroom, don't bring a ballroom person on unless you're going to do your research to do it. So I've always been versatile because I've always talked to all type of people, politicians, ballroom thugs, you know what I'm saying, robbers, gangsters. We had a gangbanger on our show. So we had all type of people on the show. They said a Grammy and an Emmy, Lord, this is getting ridiculous. Just give everyone one of them. Woo! Is that a read? Wait a minute. Cadero, you want to come on? Did she bring in the numbers? No, she didn't bring in the numbers. She got 3.2 thousand. That's less. Nobody brought the fucking Aniva numbers. Nobody brought the numbers. All right. So we had a gangbanger on the show. Okay. So if anybody want to call in, now is the time for y'all to call in, child, because all the topics they talk about over there, I done already discussed it, child. I did. I really did. I've already discussed it. I would have went live after they went live, but no. I had to do my show first. And if you want to call in, you can call in and give your thoughts. Thank you for the 16 thumbs up. 16 thumbs up? What? Y'all better thumbs up the video. Not 16 thumbs up. Child, y'all better hit that thumbs up. Okay? All right? You can call in, Cadero. We don't just do a camera show. I'm gonna put the number on the screen here. You can call in as well. Because I don't just do, you can call in as well. Give me one particular second. And so anybody that want to call in, I'll put the number on the screen. Anybody want to call in, and I like that we could do a call show. All right. I'll call that show. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wally, thanks so much for going live. I'm a little under the weather, but I'll be fine. I just want to say this, that I don't watch the Super Bowl, but I did tune in. I was on Bigo, and someone reminded me that the halftime is coming on. The halftime is coming on. So be that as it may, I turned on my legendary TV, and I watched the halftime show. So I open my eyes, and then I see Usher. In the beginning, I wasn't feeling it. Usher woke me up when he came with the rollerblades, because that had me on the edge. Like, oh my God, please don't fall to him or the dancers. So that woke me up. And then, of course, the Alicia Keys woke me up. But Usher in the beginning, I didn't like the wardrobe. Like, who dressed him? Who approved that? It was horrible. It was horrible for me. I did not like the wardrobe. It was
You didn't like
horrible.
the Mike riding the motorcycle, the motorcycle jacket.
I mean, I don't know, and I didn't. What was that, blue or purple? I didn't like it. It's no shade,
You didn't
but
like it at all.
the Alicia Keys was okay. I like how he just like
You
got
didn't
close
like
to her
it?
body
Oh.
and embrace. I love how he embraced her body. That was so iconic. It was sexy. She's married, but forget that. It's all about me. It's the halftime, and I think he did his thing on that part because that thumbnail that you have up is iconic. I love that photo.
Yeah, I love, you know what I'm saying? I love it. It was just amazing. Like I told my team to make a great thumbnail because I wanted to cover this, and I was so tired yesterday because I was really, really tired. But what I'm learning now, especially occasions, I'm gonna make sure not to overwork myself to really rest up for those days. So the next event I believe is coming up. I know the BET Awards is in the summer. The NBA, I believe they have their playoffs going to be starting with soon. So to cover stuff like that. So I got to make sure I'm rested up. But the outfit itself, I want to wear it. That's iconic. I want to wear that in Vegas.
But did you like all the outfits?
I didn't like Jermaine Dupri outfits. I love Usher outfit. Usher was iconic, but the best outfit I believe will be.
You don't think the pants is too baggy? The white pants. It was. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little picky, but it is what it is.
You think so?
I think it was just. I personally didn't like the attire. It could have been better. It was just too much. Even the dancers on the field, the colors is just all over the place. Like I was trying to see if I spot anyone that I know because I know people that dance. Like and I can't. It was just too much going on.
Yeah, but the dancers, most of them was like from this Vegas. But you knew a lot of people, so I don't think he had a lot of New York dancers. He probably had a lot of Atlanta dancers.
I know people that dance in LA from New York.
Oh, really?
But listen, you having me? I'm TMI, okay?
Oh,
but yeah, but yeah. I mean, overall, it was okay. Like I said, the cringe part was when he came out with the roller skates. I think that was iconic.
Absolutely. It really was. And also, too, let's be clear, vocally speaking, Usher did it. I give him that.
In the beginning, it was a little iffy.
Yeah.
But you remember he's dancing and moving around.
Yeah, he's dancing, and the mic was on, so that to be expected. And this is live. But it was a beautiful experience.
Exactly,
and the skates,
part of me, Michael Jackson would never.
Yeah, the skates, but you gotta understand too, like you really have to rehearse vocally. You have to. This is why back in the day, singers were great singing live because that's all they did. They never did.
Exactly.
And if you can't, you got to keep doing that. If you keep doing it every day, that's why Beyonce can able to thrive because she's one of them old school singers that sang all the time. But these new school, they just want to lip sync, and then when it's something special, let's sing live. No, your body got to get, your vocal cords got to get used to that.
How did you feel when he tore that shirt? Was the bodying?
It was for his age, yeah.
Okay.
For his age, 45 years old to have that body like that, amazing. It was better than Jermaine Dupri body. That's why he couldn't take off his clothes. It was better than Bobby Brown body because I seen Bobby Brown perform live. He was out of breath.
No shade.
I seen him in Dallas and I was highly upset.
Give the Wally Show some free tickets. No shade, Usher. Drop out the bushes.
Okay.
And give the Wally Show some free tickets.
Now, I would love to see Usher again. I'm gonna try it because them tickets are expensive.
And the price has gone up.
Yeah, because of the Usher. Yeah, because of the halftime show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they said the Jackson State University band did their thing. That was Jackson State. Someone told me that was amazing. And speaking about Jackson State, we had a whole conversation about that with Afro Prince on my YouTube channel, you guys. We were talking about Jackson State. So that was a great man, that was a great move for Jackson State.
Yeah.
But Luda looks good. He took care of his body and that hair.
Also, the steppers that was on the two steppers that had their cane, they did their little thing 1 and 2.
Oh yes, they did that, baby.
They did their little 1 and 2.
I'm here for it, and I can't wait to see
I just
more
want to also say this: Beyonce. I mean, I think she's trying to come for Taylor Swift.
Beyonce, I think Beyonce
and I think she's going to try to get that album of the year next year.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're going to give it to her?
Who? You said Beyonce? Oh, you said Usher or Beyonce?
No, Beyonce.
No,
because Taylor Swift been getting album of the year for how many years now?
She's white, and they're not going to give it to black people. You got to understand, the Recording Academy, the people that got the voting power, majority of them is white people. They're not giving it to Beyonce. They didn't give it to Michael Jackson.
That's mm-hmm.
So if you didn't give it to Michael Jackson, because people keep saying no black artist ever won album of the year. That's including Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson, Thriller, is the highest.
That was the thing
ever. There is no album that had outsold Thriller. And if that didn't win album, you can forget it for a black artist.
But everyone is going country now. But we got to give love for Kaya because Kaya is doing her thing. She has country music out. Like, come on, man. Kaya's doing her thing. And Kaya music is the bop.
Absolutely, and let's give it to K Michelle too. Like K Michelle,
yeah.
But this is the thing with K Michelle though. You gotta really hustle, and you need a man. Like the thing is, I gotta say this about K Michelle. Your body is a mess. Then you deal with
That's a fact.
You need a man, and you need to get on the show. You need to bring more eyeballs to your product. The only time you heard about her is her botch body. She had to get a wound vac, pus oozing out, construction equipment oozing out. So you can sing, but it don't mean a damn thing if you're not promoting and marketing yourself. Why do you think Tamar is going back on a reality show? Because people forgot about it.
Well, I agree with you, but who's her manager? Her manager
needs to be fired. She needs to book Usher people and hire Usher people because whoever got Usher, they really doing a damn good job. No shade.
Absolutely. His body's in tone. I'm here for it.
Body is bodying.
Absolutely. I want to baby.
They said Lauryn Hill won album of the year in 1990. Okay, so a black person did win album of the year. Okay, I just want to make because somebody
won album of the year.
So did she win album of the year or record of the year?
No, I think they said album. Yeah.
Okay, because I want to make because they kept saying no black artist won album of the year. So is that true?
She was the last one.
Okay, so she's the last one.
To my knowledge, but don't quote me. But I
okay, I just want to make sure. Did a black artist? Because everybody kept saying no black artist ever won album of the year. Did a black artist ever win album of the year? That's my question. Not R&B album. Album of the year is like the highest award at the Grammys. So I'm asking. Anybody can go? Because when they said Usher going to have to help. I'm just really asking the question. Like, because they made a big thing. Why haven't they want to have one album of the year? Okay, so that's two right there. But that's kind of sad when you can only name, it's a handful. But
exactly.
Yeah, because we're talking about album of the year, you guys. So, but if that's the case, then I'm not shocked. I mean, Snoop Dogg never won a Grammy. I mean, Diana Ross never won a Grammy. Diana Ross. So
yeah, so they might not give it to her. I mean,
they might not.
She's gonna try, but don't try to be so greedy. You already have so many. Like, just pay it, Beyonce. You don't have to have everything.
Okay. So
Did
my
you
thing
see the
is,
revised?
I
Did you
just
see the
think that they
revised
just want
commercial?
that for bragging rights. Because at the end of the day, they want it for bragging rights. And but she have so many. Ain't she like the most black?
She's the most win. Yeah, but my thing is, if she win album of the year, would
Oh,
that
okay.
be
So they
it
said
for her,
Michael
or she's
Jackson won
still going
album.
to
So
continue?
why wait? See, I should have done my research on it. So Beyonce should complain. So they did give it out to. So it's not racism. So because they kept saying no black did a black. They said Lauryn Hill. So it's no racism there. If you can name a black artist that won, maybe she just wasn't great. Okay. But how many Hispanic
Only 11
artists
have
won
won.
album of the year?
Okay.
How many Hispanic artists? How many Asian artists won album of the
How
year?
many Caucasian artists?
But it's a lot of Caucasian artists that won, but that's their award show. This is the part that I don't get. Why are we complaining and crying over their system when they don't appreciate us? It's like we're trying to integrate into something they don't want us. I remember it was this black man, and I just saw this before I got on the air. He said, I did all this fighting to eat at the lunch counter, and that food was nasty. He said, I fought to eat at this damn lunch counter, and the food was disgusting. It's like, what are
And
you fighting to
You just
integrate?
interviewed a young gentleman, and he want to build a African American hospital. Why can't we do that? Why can't we have our own?
I think because we're so conditioned to believe that white water is better than black owned.
We just need that. We need that approval from masters.
It's that white validation. It's like it's that way, unfortunately, because Jay-Z literally with them big old lips. But you against the white sister, but you cheated on Beyonce with a white woman.
There's $1 billion in the elevator.
By your own metrics. In your words, sir, that don't make no sense. You cheated on Beyonce with a white woman.
Becky with the good, yeah.
Yes. By your own metrics, Jay-Z, you cheated on Beyonce with Becky with the good hair. Your wife said it. So if you so pro-black, why you didn't cheat on your wife with a black woman?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. So my point is, you said that, and then Jay-Z, when the last time you went to the BET Awards? Now that's controlled by white people, but they do give black people awards. It's for blacks, right? Where would you? Yeah. Why didn't you put into the ownership with team up with Tyler Perry to own BET? You didn't do that. Why don't you and your wife go to the BET Award? Jay-Z, you could host the BET Award. Beyonce can host. I just don't understand. Blue Ivy can host and she can dance. So I just don't understand that you go into those white people and they always told you no. And you acted like you're this activist, but correct me if I'm wrong, when you got the position of NFL, you start making a dig at Kaepernick and said we passed nearly. You dragged him to get that job. But then you want to get appreciated with the Grammys? No, we only want you when you can dance, sing, clap, and all that. We don't want you owning NFL teams. That's where the real power lies.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't care if you black folks go and dance on stage like a clown because you're going to bring your people and they're going to watch and we're going to make money. But when you try to, can I own a team at the NFL? No. But it's good enough for our people to sweat on the stage because Usher was sweating on the stage. But we're not good enough and smart enough to own a NFL team. Come on. Make it make sense.
Exactly. But I did sneak over to that show, TGIF, and I did see that T.S. Madison on there. Why pick her?
Because if you understand how
she's going to be there for the week,
they talked about two subjects why T.S. Madison is great to have. They talked about the
Monique. She's going to be there for the week?
Right. That she's going to either for the week or for the day.
She don't have it in her.
Right. Either for the week or the day. But the reason why they chose her for today is for Beyonce, the Beyonce connection, and because of what Monique said about T.S. Madison. That was the only reason. And the third, she's also nice to Claudia. But the biggest one, T.S. Madison is in the mix. She's that girl when it comes to the industry. Monique
but she's just
gave
fake
T.S.
and
Madison
phony,
a
and you
shout
can see
out
it in her.
in front of millions of people. And Beyonce is releasing a new album. So why not bring somebody that was on the album with Beyonce? Why not bring it? It was a smart move.
So they using her just like she's using them.
Absolutely, it's a business. You will be used in this business. You're a gay man. You go into those type of spaces, you'll be used, and your drawers will be wet. You will leave with no drawers.
That's true.
It's the business. It's about you wash my hands, I'll wash your hands. And T.S. Madison, she's a streetwalker, so her mind, she know how to maneuver in the industry. She took her clothes off,
and
made money,
and it's allegedly that she still have her hands. She's not doing the activities, but it's alleged that she's behind the scenes.
Absolutely. She still got her money from that website, and it's still up there. You can still pay, and she's still getting money on there. So not the people that's featured on it. She owns it. Let's be crystal clear on that. I was just watching Rico Pure and Arquez, their material on Arquez site. Arquez still getting money from Rico Pure because he owns it.
You know Arquez?
Huh?
Arquez?
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. When they used to date.
Well, Arquez, sidebars. Arquez is on Bigo, and him and his boyfriend DZ, which is Maniac X.
So they argue with Maniac
they
arguing right now?
They be fighting on Bigo.
I know, because I talked to Maniac. He wanted me to come over there, but I ain't gonna do all that type of stuff. Now, I would do a storyline with Maniac. We have to mess around with each other. That's the storyline we would bring. I would change the culture. It's no use to me getting to that. I'll change it to make it better and bring other eyeballs and ears to the situation. But I don't, I've had Arquez on my show multiple times. So a lot of those people, Blog Talk Radio was a thing back in the day. This before Bingo, baby. This is about over 10 plus years ago. And I had him on my show. And this before he dated Brandon Carson. I had Brandon Carson on my show. I had Rico Pure. This before they became booty bandits on OnlyFans. So seeing him now in a new relationship, I would just watch the video, and the reason why he had to do it because he's not making that much money on there, and he don't have the look. The guys with the money don't want him anymore. They got new dudes now. They got the Brandon Carson now. All Arquez clients they used to go to Brandon Carson now. So he's like younger, new. Arquez is done. So the only thing he can do is be a personality on Bingo. But back in the day, he didn't have to do that because he had people buying him stuff, send him on trips and buying them cars. But he got older, so this is a young man game. So the people with the bag, they want somebody like Brandon Carson now because he's younger, he's better.
Yeah, but little you know, he keeps saying that he has corporations.
He don't. That's all cap. That's lies. That's lies. That's like he said it to make himself look good because Rico Pure put his business out and said on T.S. Madison's show and said, quote, we were homeless. Well, we didn't have nowhere to go. We were taking showers in the gym at LA Fitness Gym and sleeping in the parking lot. That's what Rico Pure said.
Wow.
And then the other girl, because she got the package. She's in church now because she got the package. She wasn't worried about being in church when she was tatted. Now she got the package, the 3 letters.
Oh, his ex.
His ex, yeah. They all sleep together.
With the son. With the son, I believe, or kid, girl, yeah.
So he go to pastor.
Didn't he invite you to his church, Wally?
He invited me or whatever, but I didn't go because I just didn't feel like going. But I eventually will go because that's the church. All the dudes there, they all church queens. That's where you get it in. He's still getting it in too.
So they probably got a glory hole in the back, child.
Of course, you could just tell. And so, but we had all got into it because they started talking about my eye. Because again, Rico Pure, damn, what's the man's name? I can't think of his name. It's on top of my head. But they got it because they want to sue Signal 23 TV because they claimed that Signal 23 was having little boys, underage guys, getting them high and letting them do videos. So they was going, and then Signal 23 sent them a cease and desist, and etc. And this is why Signal 23 TV, the owner of the show, the owner of the network, he can't stand my guts because I'm like, I've heard the same rumors from these dudes that you had underage dudes there or whatever. And he ain't nothing but the Suge Knife of gay media. He use you up and he don't give you a dime. He gets all the money. But he prey after people that's poor, that want to be famous. He can prey on that. I told Rico Pure, I said, you got to be careful. You got to get your bag. And Rico Pure had an opportunity to get Mama D to be his manager. Cash De Niro. Thank you.
Yeah, I remember you telling us that.
And I told him on the phone. And Cash, we had a conversation. I said, you need to focus on music. But, you know, he did. Once you get a taste of adult entertainment, it's hard to stop. But he never really made the money. Only thing he got from that is the 3 letters. He got sick. He's on medication the rest of his life. And the only next step is to become a preacher and a pastor and a minister. They're setting him up right now. He's taking classes now to be a pastor, to be a minister in Vision, the church down there, the gay church in Georgia.
Wow.
So I know this stuff. So they said no, he already got baptized. He's taking classes. The announcement gonna come out in a few months. He's gonna be a full-time minister, and which is gonna be great because he's gonna get a lot of people that he screwed gonna be a part of his ministry. I mean,
but my thing is being that we're talking about that. Like, I could big up T.S. Madison, being that she was I think she still is in the adult industry. But why don't she be the bigger person and encourage the youth, the upcomers, that they don't have to do that?
Well, like, I don't. Why would she lie to them? Some of them do have to do it. They have no other talent.
But they could do other stuff. I mean, that should be her message.
Why would she do that? That's like preaching to a spoiled meat. Like, they're not gonna do that. T.S. Madison, if they don't see the Tyler Perry being a closeted gay to become a billionaire, if that don't inspire you to be great, then you don't want to be great. These are all actors. There is no reason why the Cash De Niros, the Rico Pures, the Brandon Carson should have been auditioning for Tyler Perry. There is no, but because they took the easy way out for it, and it's only going to be temporarily because you're going to get older, you're going to get sick. Look at the people that I had on my show before. We had Hot Rod. We had what was the other one?
Oh, I used to have a thing for
he
Hot
was
Rod.
a top bottom. Remy Mars, Mars. They all ran through looking bad Rock. And broke.
Did you have Rock on there too back in the day?
Yeah. What was that?
I think Rock.
Yeah, we had Rock, and we had another one that was
with
on
that
there.
That
was on Crystal Meth. So I just think like they all look bad.
You messy child.
They all look terrible. They all cooked, broke, poor, some dead. We interviewed a twin. Him and his twin was getting it in. They were stroking their chicken. They were twins, identical twins. And so I had the guy.
Wait, they light skinned?
It was brown skin. They were twins. He passed away. One of the ones that went to prison. Got out. He was against his brother because his brother went on, became successful, got surgery, all in LA. You know, he's an escort. So I had the brother on the show. He was talking about it. He said he regret doing that scene with his brother. And they still getting money off that scene today. I just checked the video. It got over 40 million hits on a website. So who's getting the money? Those white owners, not him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just being real. Like, when I first started YouTube, that's all I did was gay people. Like the show, that's all I interviewed. Trans, half trans, mouth ball swelling, you know, that the poor, you know, streetwalker. That's all I interviewed. That was my content. This before I met Armand Wiggins, I had all these movies. I had a whole career with nothing but gay talent. The Freaky Boys, I remember them. You know, they were the hottest thing around, you know, coming up as gay artists. It was 2 Bush Queen, one was chocolate, one was light skinned. Now, you know, they're working on some new music, but they didn't stay that consistent. They had an impact. It was on the Breakfast Club. They were the first openly gay rapper to have a radio interview. you know, and all it was, who the top, who the bottom. They was on I will never forget, they was on WGCI. This is like way in my way past. I remember I was living on 65th and Justine at the time. Went up the street on 64th and Justine, or 64th and Ashley. There was a club there. The Freaky Boys performed. They kissed on stage. They tongue kissed on stage. Then we went outside.
I remember they coming on your show recently too, right?
Yeah, they came on the show. So I remember that I interviewed them. You know what I'm saying? Now they got so Hollywood, booked and busy. Pierre got multiple buildings, and TT, his boyfriend, passed away from cancer. You know, and Pat went on and passed away. They claimed I'm just gonna say what they said. They said it was cancer. Okay, so he went on and passed away. He was another actor, died broke. Had to get donations. Go fund me account, died broke. But them shows that he was a part of, they still on Signal 23 TV.
Yeah, that's true.
So I remember interviewing him. When I went to Atlanta, I can't think of this man's name. But when I went to Atlanta, he the one that taught me how to use my camera so I could take a picture with A-Connect TV. And that's how I met Oliver and all of those people. Because I was there. And that's why when I go back to Atlanta, I might be there for about a couple of months. Because I have a buddy down there. He want me to come down there. I will go back to my roots of, you know, adding that to the platform, interviewing gay artists, so gay people, because I'm a celebrity. I'm the Oprah Winfrey in gay media when I go to those gays, because I make sure I boost their name up like they're superstars.
The girls know you.
They know me down there when they see me, because I've interviewed a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I just had, what's his name just came and visited Chicago. What was the guy name? He's on Chase in Atlanta. He's from Chicago. Jag, the fashion designer. And everything. Like, I didn't even know.
Did you go to his show or something?
He's a fashion designer. He's dark skinned and everything like that. I can't think of his name, but he said, "Oh yeah, we did link up. Wiley, you tried to holler at me. I forgot all about it, and then it just popped in my head about a week ago. I'm like, oh, okay, I did. I remember you now." Because I can't remember everybody, because I was a whore in my 20s. That decade, I was getting it in. Thank God.
I think we all were.
I
think we all was at that time.
I was a whore when I was 14, 15 years old. So yeah. Oh, they said the twins were bad of cancer too. They couldn't afford treatment and died. Yeah, they couldn't afford it because they spent a lot of time making everybody else rich and then take care of themselves.
Yeah.
So
there's so many people doing just for fans, only fans. Like, it's just overwhelmed now. Like,
yeah, it's oversaturated, and a lot of them not making money on there because it's so much. You don't need to go OnlyFans anymore. It's all on Twitter. It's like, of course, Brandon Carson, he finally listened to my advice. I said, you need to do a video with Rico Pewitt. That'll help you. And then I told him, you need to start getting it in. Don't nobody just want to see you in your draws. That's boring. If you want the big money, you got to get it in. And he getting it in. Because you're already doing it in Atlanta, off camera. Just if you want to make a coin, do what you do off camera, on camera. And I just told, just do what you got to do and make your money. Because I get up on OnlyFans and I support a couple of people on there. But I only do it when they have the $4 because that's when they broke. When they go down, $10 for the next 30 days, they broke. They really need quick cash to pay a light bill or to even get a burger. I can tell. When you see them just drop it to 60% off, they're broke. They need a light bill paid.
Yeah, but they do that, Wiley, and then the videos be 30 seconds, 2 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. The video be 30 seconds, or they get you in and they want you to DM to pay and all that. Because like Brandon Carson, which I didn't agree with, we already paying almost $20. Well, I got in on the special. The other people, I think they dragged it up to 20. But then you say, well, part 2, you got to pay for part. No, you might as well drop part 2 on OnlyFans. You already dropped part 1, but they do that, and I ain't gonna get mad at them for a money grab or whatever. I already seen part 1. I don't need to see part 2. It was amazing part 1. When it comes, but Rico Pewitt, they all could have been successful actors.
To keep me engaged, it has to be. You have to know your angle.
That's
You have to know where to have the camera because I want to see.
okay. That's true.
I
But a
want
lot
to
of them, they don't
see.
have the type produce. They don't want to pay for those professional people to do it, like what T.S. Madison had.
Yeah, so if I don't like it, I'm not subscribing again.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
do it because I love Brandon Carson. I love Brandon Carson, and I already told him when I get the money, I will buy him. I'm gonna be that type of person.
But I know you love him, but he was trash in that Fat Rabbit video. It's
You
no
think he
no
was
shade.
trash? I mean,
I could have
I've
did
seen
better.
better, but
I could have did
I
better.
love Brandon.
Hashtag I could have did better with that
Oh,
iconic Fat Rabbit,
what?
baby.
You
It was
said,
trash to
wait a
me.
minute. You said
It
you
was
could have did better,
trash.
Icon. Let me find out.
Hashtag I could have did better. And there's no shade.
Wow. Now
No
you
shade.
said you
I
could have
could have did
did
it
better.
better.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's just like
I didn't like that one.
because I like the other one before that. It was another video of Brandon Carson I like. A lot of them made a lot of money. They have expensive habits. You know what I'm saying? They have expensive, and most of them are still renting. You know, Oliver claimed he made a lot of money, but you still got the green grass on your wall. What's the evolution?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you see these people, they're going to be excited to meet you. Because when I was telling them, they were all excited.
But did Oliver really extend his brand? Because being that he's not with T.S. Madison no more, to my knowledge, I think he's not with her no more. I don't hear too much about him.
You don't.
I don't hear you
Oliver
talking
brand
about him.
is the clout chase off somebody else's brand. Oliver Twist brand is to clout chase off another celebrity. He ain't nothing but a customer and getting pimped out. Only difference between him, he's a broke customer because he don't get money. You're getting pimped out for free for your talent, for your skill, and you're a clout chaser. You just want to brag, oh, I work with Dr. Heather, but is she paying you fairly? Because if she did, you will not still be in that same apartment with that green grass.
And she's promoting you as well, because I don't hear about him.
You don't. And he brags about having these accolades, but they're not giving him great checks. They're just giving him clout.
Hashtag pimp for free.
Yeah, that's all they're getting. He's just getting pimped for free.
I like that.
It is what it is. No different than a Jaguar Wright getting pimped for free. And I just had to give my honest opinion. That's why they don't like me. But it's the truth. And then Oliver like to talk big mess about me, but he ain't gonna respond to that. He get pimped for free. T.S. Madison even pay him. That's why he left. He got tired of doing all them graphics for pennies on the dollar.
Had to pay his rent. You remember? Yeah.
I remember he got tired of that. Doing all them graphics up there, you know. All them intros.
And he's the one that after Kaya made T.S. Madison, then Oliver really helped T.S. Madison.
He did. And then
wow,
Larry Reed had one of his love toys. I don't know if he gave him the super bug or not, but he was helping T.S. Madison. He left.
I remember, wasn't it? It was Larry Reed and it was another guy.
It was him. It was the same guy. They used to do the show together.
Amar dragged them.
Yeah, do the same. And then he started working with T.S. Madison full time. But he started to know this lady don't like to pay on time, pennies on the dollar. I'm not in Africa. I'm not in the need of a green card.
And they said she was cheap.
They said she was cheap, and she don't like to spend no money. You can tell. The lady still do payment plans for her cell phone. She said it. So,
wow. And Kaya said, don't change nothing.
Exactly.
And then she really wanted that Monique. And that would effed up the whole thing, man.
It really is. I think they would have had the Monique if they would have kept everything the same.
The same.
They would have kept everything the same. And the show would have still been on pop and they would have made a lot of money. I just think T.S. Madison, you got to say when you have a business partner that's a big piece of it, you got to make sure they're on one accord. And Kaya went on one accord, just keep it what it is. I think eventually Kaya would have stood up.
But then again, T.S. Madison used Kaya to get where she
of course she did. Of course she did.
She used Kaya big time.
Of course she did.
Because
before that, it was all about Samantha James, the crackhead.
I just wish my sister, my queen, Kaya, would have just seen what T.S. Madison was up to because it wasn't no good from the jump. I believe.
Of course, but Kaya, she's of the roles. Like she could easily be manipulated because she's just doing a gift or whatever. She's content of having the bookshelf. She's content with that. She's
Yeah,
content of having the
and
van
we love it.
with the leaky oil. She's
If it
content.
makes you happy, we love it.
Right. So when you have a visionary, someone that want more, it ain't gonna work. Even the equipment, it would have never worked because I'm content of just being in the house, being in the basement, being at the kitchen table. I'm content with that. And some people, you gotta understand, you can't. If you want to grow, that's what you gotta. T.S. Madison had to leave Kaya in where she's at because Kaya never wanted to grow. Kaya ended the relationship. A lot of people think T.S. Madison ended it. No, Kaya ended it. Kaya didn't want that celebrity status. She just wanted to drag celebrity. She don't want to be in the lifestyle because if she did, she would have stayed in there. She was in the industry. People forget Kaya was in the
But
industry.
listen, as she listen, Kaya wants to drag them, but T.S. Madison can't drag them no more.
Exactly. And that's what made the Queen's Court flop. And it only was able to come back up a little bit was fucking Aniva, but he didn't want to wear the wig no more. He wanted to be Quentin with the booger sugar leaking out his nose, and he got lazy because he just didn't want to do it. He just stopped being hungry, and he did
And
not
that
want to wear that
Sophia was
wig.
getting late too.
Huh?
That Sophia.
That Sophia was late. She's old school, outdated, tied loose. You know what I'm saying? Giving wheelchair.
She was saying Tyler Perry stole her skit and
She did. And I believe he did steal it. But Sophia also got a check from Tyler Perry. She got it, and she shut up. And she signed an NDA. So you don't hear her talking about Tyler Perry no more. He paid her a piece of change. She signed an NDA. She don't talk nothing about. He did pay her fairly, but giving Sophia, let's just say $20,000. That's the most money she ever seen. She ain't never got no $20,000 doing her set on stage. But I remember she did an interview. She said Tyler would come to the shows and would steal her material. I believe he did it. But if you ain't a good businesswoman, anybody can steal what you have. And unfortunately, he was able to do it. And he paid her a little piece of change. And what did she do? She stopped talking. And she signed that NDA too. Yeah. She signed that NDA. And that's where we at right now. So someone said Madison is a hustler. She is a hustler. And you got to know how to, yeah, she's a great businesswoman. She's not a stupid woman. You may disagree with her moves, but business-wise, the woman is doing it. And she's getting much further because her business is together. Is she the most talented? No, it's not about being the most talented. Get that through your thick skull. It's about how can you handle your business. If you know how to move business-wise, you're going to make it. You can be mediocre. But you got to know how to get in the right spaces. Now, what you know is who you know. It's about rubbing elbows with the right people. And that's something that T.S. Madison have learned. Now, everybody don't have to go that route. Some people talent and your business be together, you could do it another way. You could build it, be independent, build it from the ground up, like a boutique type of idea, off the wall stuff, build it up and have somebody buy what you have or expand what you have, etc. But, but for T.S. Madison, she did great. Online is where it's at. Online is where it's, because you see a lot of people in the future, the Super Bowl will be on a Netflix. It will be on a streaming. It will no longer be on television. In the next 10 years, you will not catch the Super Bowl on television. Because television, as that model, when I saw WWE, they're like ahead of the game. And they signed a $5 billion contract to stream Raw live on Netflix. What does that tell you? That streaming is what television can't match that offer. Because they don't have the type of money like that anymore. That's why a lot of the networks are having their own streaming. CBS got Paramount Plus, BET got BET Plus. What was it? You know what I mean? So everybody's getting to the country thing because streaming is the future. You remember landline, well, where is that now? Cell phone. Now it was a report that came out when I was watching today. Companies are ending their relationship with landline phones. They're not doing it. They're not offering that. The landline, the cordless, because of how much technology catered to a cell phone. So either you change with the industry or get lost. The same thing with taxi cabs. One taxi was everything. It was popping in Chicago. They were popping. Now they're non-existent in some parts of these major cities, unless you go like to Vegas or some parts of New York, but it ain't where it was back 20 some years ago.
That's true.
Because if you don't have an innovator that can make some great changes, just like stores, there's no excuse why them stores can have to have their own delivery drivers to deliver the product to the consumer. Everything that's going on, they could have been did it, but again, their mindset is different. Strategically, their mindset is different because they didn't want to, like Blockbuster. They got an offer twice to buy Netflix. They refused. Where Blockbuster at now?
Okay.
So where Netflix at now? Worth billions. So I just got to keep that all the way clear. And when we say this, I say it from the heart. You got to know how to everything change and shit. Like even YouTube, at one point it was just pre-recorded. Now you got streaming. Now you got shorts. It's the industry it's changing so fast. It used to be YouTube was the only monetized platform. Not anymore. You got Bingo, you got Facebook, you got Twitch, you got Twitter. You got all this stuff now. You got everything now that you can make a coin. You got OnlyFans. So it's so much, But I love that we had this conversation about T.S. Madison and others because, again, you got to give that woman her credit. I don't agree with everything she does, but business, I take a note for that. I study her business aspect because she's doing a damn good job business-wise.
And neither do I. I don't agree with everything that she does, but I also want to say this. I didn't forget because on the back end, people are saying she did her ex-best friend, T.S. Eve, bad. Her family when she passed away. And she don't even talk about her anymore. She don't like it's just sad. But that's beyond the topic. But
it is very sad. I heard about that too. It's disgusting.
It's sad.
It's disgusting.
But, yeah,
right.
Time will tell, and the story will come out. So hey, but I'm gonna jump back in the bushes, Riley.
Thank
I love
you.
when you go live. Keep doing your thing. And
Thank
stay
you. I love you.
Problem.
Thank you.
Love you too. Hey, producer.
Hey. They want to know if the icon come to Vegas. I don't know if they're gonna come to Vegas, but we're gonna talk about Vegas, you guys. April 26th through the 28th. It's gonna be an amazing trip for the producers. I was on the phone with Couture Break earlier today. It's gonna be super, super amazing. If you got dark, nasty energy, don't come. Okay, but if you want to be lit, okay, come on. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have an amazing time for Vegas. And I told people you could book your room. I've booked my room, book my flight. Everything's good to go. So if you're not coming, I don't know what to tell you. I want you to come. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really, really fun. I told you, you can definitely, we definitely doing. And then tax time is coming. So April 26th, 2028. Palace Station Hotel Casino. That's where we're gonna be at, and we're gonna do so much, so many restaurants I want to try, so many food places I want to try. Definitely the places that Keith Lee said we should try. We want to try those places. If you ever want to drink, party, dance, you got any questions that you want to ask me about that, please go to WileyShowProduction@gmail.com. Please let me know if you're coming through the RSVP. Just let me know so we can see. So this is you're not paying us. This is like you're paying for your own flight, your hotel. This is like a vacation, for three nights. So I'm looking forward to see you there. It's going to be amazing for that. It's going to be super, super amazing for that. We got some content creators are coming through. I think another content creator wants to come through. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all there because it's going to be fun. We have worked so hard to get you all to get that support. So if you are in the building, I want to see you in the building. Like if you in the building in the chat right now, please. Okay. We want to thank our team for doing this flyer. Love you, team, for putting this flyer together. God bless you and thank you for that. Also want to give a special shout out to my other team member for putting this thumbnail together. So this is where your money is going. So it really, really going to good places. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. Okay. They said I text my mom. She said we can't function without landlines. They said I have one, but I rarely use it. They said Fly, you look amazing. It is amazing. So yeah, make sure y'all like the video. We are here for 2 hours. Make sure y'all like it. I'm looking forward to it because of the future. I'm looking forward to actually moving to to higher heights on the show. So people say, "Oh, wow, you're doing great in the viewership." I said, "Thank you for that." And also, Nikki and Megan Thee Stallion, you guys, Megan record jumped out of the top 10. I knew it was going to happen because we made it go number one. It's not a record. No record I see stay in the top 10 unless like you're a Jack Harlow. It got to be something where it's not beef related. But because it was beef related, Megan wanted that hot one. I got a number one record, but now I'm looking at okay, what records are going to come behind, gonna come after that. But when it comes to Nicki, I knew her record, Bigfoot, was not going to be in the top 10. I mean, it's a beef record, right? Beef records don't do that great as a number one record. If it reached number one, that's a blessing. But now we're looking at okay, what are you gonna do after that? So we're gonna keep you all updated about Meg Thee Stallion and also Nicki Minaj. We're gonna keep you updated about that. So I just want to talk about that as well. So yes, if you want to contribute to the Wiley Show, hit the Cash App $ Marquise Wiley 28 Zelle WileyShow@gmail.com. My website www.wileythetroll.com. I love y'all because y'all have been showing me so much support on the website. Y'all, please play for Joel Osteen for the Lakewood Church. They did have a pow there. They did get the woman that did do it. She is deleted. I believe a child. So it's a lot of stuff that happened there. And I did post about it on my website. So if you want to get details about that, you go to my website and you go to www.wileythetroll.com. Please do. I would love to see you all there. In the chat, and leave a comment, leave a like, sign up in the email list because you can get the email when I post on there. If you haven't already, please subscribe to. Make sure you subscribe to the Wiley Show channel. Please do. It's going to be amazing. Shout out. We streamed on all our Facebook, all our YouTube channel, and on Twitch. So we want to thank you all so very much, and we will see you all later. Love you all. All right, child. We gonna go. We got to be back tomorrow for some more content. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace and blessings. Hey, hey, hey.